You know, when you're planning for retirement, there's this huge question that always pops up. How do you make sure you have a steady income without accidentally leaving your loved ones out in the cold? Today, we're going to break down a financial tool that's built to do both. Okay, let's just get right to it because this is the number one fear people have. You think, what if I put my life savings into an annuity and then I die a year later? Is all that money just gone? It is a totally valid concern, a real fear that keeps people up at night. But thankfully, there's a specific fix for this exact problem. So, what is this solution? Well, it's something called a period certain annuity, and it's designed to take that fear of losing your investment completely off the table. At its heart, it's a pretty simple deal. You give an insurance company a lump sum of money, and in return, they guarantee to send you a check every single month for a fixed number of years. Could be 5 years, could be 10, could be 20. You pick the term, and that income is locked in. And the process is really straightforward. Step 1, you pick your term. Let's just say 10 years for this example. Step 2, you start getting those guaranteed monthly payments. And step 3, this is the most important part. Those payments continue for the full 10 years. No matter what. And that no matter what part, well, that's where the real power of this comes in. Right, because this is where the annuity goes from being just an income tool for you and turns into a protective safety net for the people you care about. To really see the benefit, you have to compare it to a standard pure life annuity. With a pure life annuity, the payments stop the day you pass away. End of story. But as you can see, a period certain annuity is completely different. If you pick that 10-year term and you pass away in year 3, those payments don't stop. They just keep going to your beneficiary for the remaining 7 years. That's a huge, huge difference. So now you're probably thinking, okay, that's great for my heirs, but what if I live for 30 years? It's a great question, and you can actually get the best of both worlds. There's a popular hybrid option called Life with Period Certain. It guarantees payments for that minimum period, say 10 years, but if you live way beyond that, the checks just keep on coming for the rest of your life. It's a really powerful combo of security and longevity protection. So all this extra protection, this safety net for your family, it sounds almost too good to be true. You gotta be asking yourself, all right, what's the catch? Well, it's not really a catch. It's more of a trade-off. And here's how that trade-off works. By guaranteeing payments for a minimum amount of time, the insurance company is taking on more risk, right? They might have to pay your beneficiary for years and years. So, to balance out that risk, your monthly payment is going to be a little bit lower than what you'd get from a pure life annuity. This chart lays it out perfectly. Look at the pure life annuity on the left. It has the highest monthly payment because there's no guarantee for your heirs. Now see what happens when you add a 10-year guarantee. The payment dips a little, add a 20-year guarantee, and it goes down a bit more. You're essentially deciding how much of your monthly income you're willing to exchange for that peace of mind. And let's talk about the number 2 for a second. This is so important because these annuities aren't just for individuals. They can be structured to cover 2 people, which makes them a fantastic option for couples. It's called a joint life with period certain annuity. This means the payments will continue as long as either one of you is alive, and you still have that period certain guarantee as a backstop if something happens to both of you early on. It's a really great tool for partners planning their retirement together. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. When you're thinking about this, what are the key things you need to remember? Here's the bottom line. You're balancing priorities. On one hand, you completely eliminate that big fear of losing your investment, and you create a real financial safety net for your family. The trade-off is that your monthly payments will be a little lower. And remember, the shorter the guarantee period you pick, the higher your monthly checks will be. And finally, and this is crucial, please shop around. The rates can vary a lot between different companies, so do your homework. So, in the end, it all comes down to this one question for you to answer. And there's no right or wrong choice. It's about what matters most to you. Is your main goal to squeeze every possible dollar of income for your own retirement? Or is it to make absolutely sure your loved ones are taken care of no matter what? Your answer to that is what will tell you if this is the right move for your financial future.